Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. I pay respect to the Supreme One, to his Dhamma and the Sangha, to all the triple giants. I pay my respect to my teachers and Bhante Sumita, who gave me this opportunity to share Abhidhamma with all of you. Here we are learning about Abhidhamma, which is called the highest Dhamma of the Buddha. In Abhidhamma, we have already completed 11 classes, which you can find on Dhamma USA, Facebook and YouTube channel. Today we are going to have our 12th class, which will be some topic taken from the 11th class, that is Sobhana Citta, because mainly we are learning here about the consciousness and the mental factor, which is a main part of Abhidhamma. So we have completed 11 lectures about till the beautiful consciousness. Today we are going to learn more about beautiful consciousness and also Jhāna Citta, that is meditation consciousness. So hope you are watching all the classes and learning it. I'm going to share my PPT with you so that it will be easier for you to understand it. Okay, so our topic is Sobhana Citta and Jhāna Citta, right? Sobhana Citta and Jhāna Citta are different kinds of chittas actually, but just a second. Okay, different kinds of chittas, Jhāna Citta and Sobhana Citta. We have already taken 2 classes on Sobhana Citta, class number 10 and 11. But I got some question. So to the answer of those questions, I am sharing some more about Sobhana Citta. And then we are going to learn about Jhāna Citta. Dhyana is the meditation. So stay tuned, stay connected, keep learning, keep growing in Dhamma. For a better understanding of consciousness and mental factor, you are here on our Abhidhamma classes. Let's start the session today. First, we will invite the Devas so that they can come and learn the Dhamma of the Buddha, because Devas always waiting to learn the Dhamma of the Buddha. So let us invite together. When you hear it, just join your hands together and feel it, realize it for yourself. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Sadhammam Munirajas Sunantu Sagamukhadan Dhamma savane kalo ayam bhadanta Dhamma savane kalo ayam bhadanta Dhamma savane kalo ayam bhadanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay. So actually, this was a question arise from our last class. Somebody asked me the question, though I have given them the answer already, but I think many of you can have the same question. So I'm going to share it with you. So actually, there was a question that everybody would like to have the kusala chitta more often, right? Nobody want akusala or unwholesome chitta arising that will lead you to do some unwholesome actions, right? But uh, like sometimes we give something to the people and we expect something in return, right? Though we don't have a lobha or greed for the thing we are expecting, but we think it is a kind of gesture, a good, building a good relationship. If we are giving something to someone, if they are not giving it back anytime, so we think that they are not good people, right? So is it the kind of lobha we are arising, or it is just the real thing we are realizing that for building a good relationship, everybody should give something in return? So actually, when we expect something in return, that means we are having the lobha chitta. So I will read this one for you. We would like to have kusala chittas more often. We may think that the circumstances of our life or other people hinder the arising of kusala chitta. But this is not so. The real cause that kusala chittas seldom arise is our lack of development of what is wholesome. We can sometimes we blame someone that they push us back or they stopped us doing they made an obstruction to let us do some good merits. We may think so, but actually this is not real. It is only our lack of development of what is wholesome. If we know the conditions for the development of kusala, there will be more kusalas or more kusala chitta in our life. Through the study of Dhamma, we will learn how to develop kusala because everybody wants to, right? Nobody wants to kill, nobody wants to arise anger or maybe delusion. Whatever the akusala karma we do, we have the lobha, dosa, and moha, right? The greed, hatred, and delusion. Nobody wants to arise those chitta. Everybody wants to be peaceful. And we know that when we do something good, our mind is at peace, right? So to be peaceful, we should develop more and more kusala. We should do more and more punya. We say punya is the kusala, wholesome deeds. So if we study the Dhamma, if we listen more and more Dhamma, we will learn how to develop our kusala chitta, how to arise, and also we will learn which karmas are actually kusala, we think, and which karmas are not. Because sometimes, because of avijja or ignorance, not having wisdom, we may not know what is kusala and what is akusala. Sometimes there are many things we think that they are kusala, but actually they prove to be akusala. And same, sometimes we think that something is akusala, but according to the Dhamma, according to the Buddha, it is kusala. Just like I gave you example before. So, if we not studied Dhamma, if we have not studied Dhamma, we may think that we are performing kusala, while we have, on the contrary, performing akusala chitta. So there is an example given, which I have already told you. For example, when we may think that when we give something away, there are only kusala chitta. However, lobha chittas may also arise at the time of giving. We may give something to friends, expect them to be kind to us in return. This is not kusala, but this is lobha. attachment. And also, sometimes some people commenting bad on us, like they say something bad to us, and we give them the same words in return sometimes. Some people abusing us, taunting us, or making bad comments about us. And sometimes we feel bad for that, but we don't keep quiet. We give them the same word in return, or we say something in return so that we can shut them up. At those times, we think that we have done this and this is kusala, this is okay, this is good because they were doing bad karma. So we stopped them doing bad karma, or we stopped them making any bad karma from their speech. But actually, if we use some harsh words or some rude words, then it means we also made our bad karmas. We cannot give excuse that we did that only with a good intention to stop them making some bad karma, but actually it is not. If we are doing it, we are also using the same kind of words. We are making actually akusala karma or bad karma. So this is, sometime we may confuse that whatever we are doing is good or not. So for that, for a better understanding, because this is called wisdom, right? What is good, what is bad. In Buddhism, we say it samadhi, the right view, the perfect view. So when our samadhi arises, which is a part of panya or wisdom, when our samadhi arises, we know what is good, what is bad, what is kusala, what is akusala. We know it very clearly. So if you listen more and more Dhamma, then everything will be clear to you, what is really kusala and what is really akusala. So let's move forward. Normal chittas in a person. We have studied about the Kama Vajra Chitta 54 up to now. Kama Vajra Chitta 54 were divided into 3 parts. So somebody asked me the question, so all the 54 chittas arise in human beings, because we are in the Kama Vajra Bhumi, or Bhumi is the realm, right? We are in the Kama Vajra, we can say realm. Okay, in Pali it is called the Bhumi. There are 31 bhumis in which the human being takes birth according to their karmas. They die and they take birth and they keep on rolling in the cycle of existence in these 31 bhumis until they attain nirvana, the final extinguishment. So we have studied about the 54 Kamavachara Chittas. So do all the Chittas arise in the human beings? No, because though they are Kama Vajra Chittas, but not all of them arise in normal human beings. See, I have already told you in my classes, although all the 54 types of Kama Vajra Chittas can arise in persons in human abode, Hasitupada Chitta, that is Chitta number 30, and 8 Mahakirya Chitta, that is Chitta number 39 to 46, can occur only in Arhantas. I told you because they are Kiriya Chitta. And I told you Kiriya Chitta is called functional Chitta, which functions only in Arhantas, not in normal human beings, because Kiriya Chitta is the functional Chitta only. They do not make any karma. Neither they make karma nor they give result. So we have 3 types of Chitta, right? Kusala or akusala, the same category, making karma. Kusala and akusala chittas are making karma. The second is vipaka. Vipaka is the giving result of those karma. And the third is kiriya. Kiriya is neither making karma nor giving result, but only functional in arahantas only, because when they become arahant, they don't have any further life, any future life. But when they are here, they are till they are alive, their body is alive, they are eating, they are talking, they are walking, they are sleeping, they are teaching Dhamma. So whatever they are doing, only the Kriya Citta is working. So Kriya Citta is the functional Citta. So Hasitupada, I told you, a Hasitupada is the smiling Citta, smiling consciousness, right? So when the Arhantas, any Arhanta smile, they smile with the Hasitupada Citta, even the Buddha. And the 8 Mahakiriya Chittas are the functional Chittas, Kriya Chittas, the functional Chittas. So Hasitupada Chitta and 8 Mahakiriya Chitta, they occur only in Arhantas. Other, because there were 54 types of Chittas, right? Kamavajra. So we subtract 1 Hasitupad and 8 Mahakiriya. So 8 and 1, 9. So when we subtract from 54, it becomes 45. So only 45 types of Kamavajra Chittas arise in ordinary person who are not Arahantas. You got it? A person may further acquire 5 Rupa Vajra Kusala Chitta, which is called Rupa Jhāna, and 4 Arupa Vajra Chittas, which are called Arupa Jhāna, Arupa Vajra Kusala Chittas. However, while one is developing samatha, the chittas are Mahakushala Chittas before one attains jhana. So you see, we have already 54 chittas working, out of which 9 chittas are working only in arhantas. So in normal human being like us, we are not arhantas, right? So in normal human being like us, only 54 types of chittas are, 45 types of chittas are working. So when we reach up to 45, the last Mahakusala Chitta, then we further move to attain Rupa Jhana and Arupa Jhana. When I say Jhana, you should understand meditation. Okay? Let's move further.
I was at the Bhikkhu Bodhi's meditation session. That time I was actually in a rush. So, but that's okay. I thought you guys can go with the address, the same address on the mailbox. And she said it should be okay. And as you said, right, if it's our karmas are connected, you will get it. It's such a small thing, and it's taking so much time. So I don't know. But I also realized that, yeah, they're very good with their ethics here, because that's why mostly nothing will get stolen on a daily basis, or nobody would lie, or nobody. I think they're actually real Buddhists who practice morality for sure. Yeah, this is all. For sure. Yeah, this is all makes me think about how our mind, this state, works, right? Like you get a little frustrated, or a little agitation, which did not last for more than a few minutes. I knew that, oh, it's not going to work, then we will figure something else out. And I also wanted to remind you that please use that restaurant's gift card as soon as possible, maybe when you're here at Regina, or Upasika can check that the location in Toronto. So maybe you can find it there, but as you know, it won't be good in India when you leave. So I hope you can enjoy some good Italian food with that. So just don't forget about it. I know you're very busy with teaching and visiting places. So just have some lunch. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. But thank you so much for understanding and being very patient with this. I hope you like it. It's not very expensive. It's very small. I hope it can work for you. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Vandana is okay. I think it's our karma for sure. We will get it if we have the punya to get that, right? So it's both for both. It's okay. We can try our best. So if it is okay, then okay. Otherwise, we don't worry about the small things. No, that's okay. You have the chetana, the intention to offer something to Sangha. So you have already made your punya, right? Whether it reaches to me or not. And the second thing is about food voucher. Actually, I was going to use it the day before yesterday, and I opened it and I saw the restaurant names also, which using that voucher. Then I reminded, sorry, I recall that we are going to Calgary yesterday. Sorry, tomorrow. I'm sorry. Vandanaji, it's okay. It happens sometime. It's because of our karma for sure. If we have enough punya, then for sure we will get it. Anyhow, sometimes we have to make more efforts. We say virya, right? So sometimes things can go easily, like for offering also, for dana also. We always say that when Buddha taught about the punya and about the paramis, he always kept the dana before sila. They say dana, sila, bhavana, right? And for the paramitas also, dana, sila, and nekama, and then other paramitas. So Buddha always put dana in front of sila because dana is easier to do. It's a good karma which is easier to do, and then sila, following sila, is a little bit difficult. So we see sometimes dana can also be difficult to do, right? Because we may have less punya. So to do even the smaller dana, even the easiest dana, easiest good karma, we have to make effort sometime. Same as when we follow the sila or when we do the meditation bhavana. Sometimes it is easier to follow, sometimes it is not easy, so we have to put efforts. So Buddha said about this also, that for making good karma, sometimes it is easier for us, but if it is being difficult for us, we have to put efforts to make it good karmas. Don't give up. So we are making our efforts. That's okay. I get it or not get it, that doesn't matter. But you have the intention, the chetna to offer it to the Sangha. So you have already made your opinion. The second thing is about the food voucher. Actually, I was going to order food the day before yesterday, but then I recalled that today today night we are leaving for Calgary for Banff. So we will have our lunch tomorrow afternoon somewhere in restaurant, because here I am having the food every day. People are offering food. So I thought that we will go to Calgary, and when we will have the lunch outside, then I will tell the Upasak. I am going to tell him now, he is coming. So I will tell him that we have the food voucher, so we can use it on our trip to Bend. I know that about the voucher. I did not forget it. I remember it. So if I can use it in the Bend or Calgary, when we will have our food in a restaurant, so we will surely use it. Otherwise, I will use it when I am here in Regina for more days. So I'm leaving on 19 for Toronto and will be there up to 25 till 25, and on 25 I'll be leaving for India. Okay, so don't worry about it. Just calm down. Whatever you are doing in Dhamma, you are trying to grow in Dhamma, doing meditation and joining the sessions. So good luck to you, and may all of your Sammasankappa, all your determination, all your desires, whatever you have the desires for the spiritual life, not for a physical world, but for the mental health, whatever the desire you have, may all your desire be fulfilled. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We call it Samma Sankappo, right? I think you know the word. Samyak Sankalp. So all your Samma Sankappo be fulfilled. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Don't worry. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Okay. So now we have again the previous chart. You may be wondering now why I always share the same chart again and again in every class. And as I told you before also, that we have to keep revise the number of chittas and everything, so that it will be easier for us to understand better in future. So here I am again with the same slide, just to give you a review again. There are 121 types of chittas, out of which Kamavachara's chittas are 54. We have learned about it in 11 classes already. Kamavachara chitta is divided into three parts, that is Akusala chitta 12 and Ahetuka chitta 18 and Kamavachara Shobhana chitta 54. We have learned the basic of these chittas already in the previous classes. If you have not watched that, you should go first there to watch that and to learn. And then we have Rupavachara Chittas, about which we are talking today, the Jhana Citta. Then we have Arupavachara Chittas. We will have later classes for that, and for Lokuttara Chittas as well. Now, Rupavachara Citta, Arupavachara Citta, and Lokuttara Citta, they three all together, plus Kamavachara Sobhana Citta 24. You see, if you are listening to me, maybe it will be difficult for you to understand what I'm saying. But if you are paying attention to the slides, to the PPT, it will be easier for you to understand. So I want you to pay attention to the slides. I'll go back and take the action again. Okay, Rupavachara Citta 15, Arupavachara Citta 12, Lokuttara Citta 40. They all together 3, right? We join them, add them, 15 plus 12 plus 40. It will be, how much it will be? 67. And then we have Kamavachara Sobhana Citta 24. So 67 plus 24. How much it will be? Do you know the maths? Oh, well, it is very easy, right? 91. So these 91 chittas are called Sobhana Citta. In the previous, we learned about the Kamavachara Sobhana Citta that works only in the Kamavachara Bhumi, or the human beings, or the first level of Deva. But there are other chittas like Rupavachara, Arupavachara, and Lokuttara. These chittas are also in the category of Sobhana chittas, but they are not Kamavachara Sobhana. There is a difference, right? If we talk about Sobhana Citta, so there are 91 Sobhana Citta. But if we talk about Kamavachara Sobhana Citta, when we put Kamavachara in front of Sobhana, so Kamavachara Sobhana Cittas are 24. And others, if we say normal Sobhana, so 91. So if these are Sobhana Cittas, so what are these two? In the red box, you can see Akusala Citta, because this is unwholesome. And unwholesome consciousness cannot be beautiful, right? And then we have Ahetuka Chittas. Ahetuka Chittas are the Chittas which are giving the result. They neither make karmas, not good karma, not bad karma. They are only here to give result. So these two together, Akusala Citta 12 and Ahetuka Citta 18, if we add them, it will become 30. So the 30 are our Ashobhana Chittas. So now if I talk about how many Shobhana Chittas you have, you will say 91. If I say how many Kamavachara Shobhana Chittas you have, you will say 24. And how many Ashobhana Chittas you have? 30. Out of which 12 are Akushala and 18 are Ahetuka. You understand now? Let's move forward. Okay. Now we have Kamavachara Sobhana Chittas. How to move from Kamavachara Sobhana Citta to Jhana Citta. We will learn about that. Okay. We have Kamavachara Sobhana Citta 24. Then in Kamavachara Sobhana Cittas 24, there are 3 parts. Kamavachara Mahakusala Citta 8, Mahavipaka Citta 8, and Mahakirya Citta 8. I told you, Mahakusala Citta is making good karmas, the Citta that making good karma. Then Mahavipaka is the resultant or giving the result of good karmas. And then Mahakirya, which I just told you before, that Mahakirya only working in Arhantas. So out of 24, there are 8 Mahakusala Chittas. And when they arise, when the Mahakusala Citta arise, they arise when we listen to the Buddha Vachana. Buddha Vachana is the words of the Buddha. The more and more we listen the Dhamma, the more and more we listen the teachings of the Buddha, our Mahakusala Citta arise, the more and more. Mahakusala Citta are divided into 2 parts, 4 and 4, which is Yana Vipayutta Citta 4 and Yana Sampayutta Citta 4. I talked about this in previous classes. Yana Vipayutta Citta is which do not have wisdom. This is called good karma, making good karma. But these Cittas are without wisdom, without panya. And Yana Sampayutta Cittas are with panya, with wisdom. Okay. So if we have the akusala citta 12, akusala citta 12 will not lead us to jhana. Akusala, you can see akusala citta, there is a cross. We make akusala citta from what? From chakhu, sota, ghana, jivha, kaya. Chakhu is the eyes, sota is the ears, ghana is the nose, jivha is the tongue, and kaya is the body. So whatever the karmas we are making from these 5 sense doors, so we are making akusala karma also, right? We have akusala citta also. But if we are making all the akusala citta from these 5 sense doors, then we cannot enter into jhana. Entering into jhana is possible only when we listen more and more Buddha Vachana, and more Buddha Vachana will help us to arise more and more kusala. And from more and more kusala, if we don't have wisdom in doing kusala, how we can understand that? Like you are offering something, you are giving dana, but you do not know the result of the karma you are making. You don't know the vipaka, what will you get in return, you know? Yes, we should not demand, but it's like a mental demand, you know? Okay. I just told you before, you should not ask for something in return when you do something good. But when you are making dana, because like if you are offering food, then by offering food, you help the sangha to have the ayu. Ayu is the age, good age, because if we don't eat, we will die soon. And also the good food you offer to us help us to have a good body, to have the happiness in our body, not having the feeling of hungriness, and also it helps us increasing our energy, right? So if you know when you are offering food, you are making good merits, right? You are making merits, you are making good karma. But if you know the result of that good karma, then it will be considered as yana sampayutta citta. But if you do not know what will be the result, you are just doing it because you know that it is a good karma. So you are just doing it, but you do not know the result, then you will have the yana vipayutta citta. For entering into jhana, you need yana sampayutta citta. If you are making good karmas, but you do not know the result, so you should know the result of the good karmas you are making. Because when you know the result, you have wisdom, you have panya. It means your yana sampayutta citta is working. And when your yana sampayutta citta is working, then only it is possible for you to enter into jhana. And jhana will lead you to arise lokuttara citta, that is sotapanna, sakadagami, anagami, and arhanta, the 4 stages of noble sangha. So you see, I hope it is clear to you. When you are making good karma, it is very important to know the result, because if you do not know the result, you do not know the good karma you are making, what will you get in return? So it means you don't have the wisdom, right? And if you are not using wisdom, then you cannot attain jhana. You see? Okay, let's move forward. Here we are again with the Kama Vajra Chittas, Rupa Vajra Chittas, and Arupa Vajra Chittas, and Lokuttara Chittas. For sure, Rupa Vajra and Arupa Vajra together called Jhana Chittas, which we are going to learn today. To enter from Kama Vajra to Rupa Vajra is a little bit difficult, but after we reach to Rupa Vajra and Arupa Vajra, from reaching from Rupa Vajra to Arupa Vajra is not that difficult, but after we attain jhana, it is very difficult to enter into noble sangha, noble puggala, or the sotapan, saktagami, anagami, and arahanta. Citta 121. Now, if we divide them into 2 parts, like we divided before as Shobhana and Ashobhana, now we are dividing into 2 parts on the basis of jhana. So we call Ajhana Citta and Jhana Citta. If we say Ajhana Citta, then they are 54, which is Kama Vajra Citta. And when we say Jhana Citta, So together they are 67 because here we are including the Lokuttara Citta also. Because Lokuttara Citta 40 is also called Jhana Chittas. But Rupa Vajra and Arupa Vajra, they are the initial Jhana Chittas. So you see, Ajhana Chittas are Kama Vajra Citta 54. Is a combination of Akusala Citta 12, Ahetuka Citta 8, not 8, 18, and Kama Vajra Shobhana Citta 24. And then Jhana Citta we have 67, Rupa Vajra Citta 15, Arupa Vajra Citta 12, and Lokuttara Citta 40. Citta on the basis of Hetu. You see, we are dividing the Cittas. I hope you understood, right? When we divided the Citta on basis of Shobhana, so there are two, Shobhana and Ashobhana. Shobhana means beautiful, Ashobhana means not beautiful. So Shobhana are 91 and Ashobhana are 30. When we divided the Citta on the basis of Jhana, then there are two, Ajhana and Jhana. Jhana Chittas are 67, combining of Rupa Vajra, Arupa Vajra and Lokuttara. And Ajhana Chittas are Kama Vajra Citta 54. Now we are dividing the Chittas on the basis of Hetu. Hetu is the root, right? We know that there are 3 good root, 3 bad root. 3 good root are Lobha, Dosa, Moha. 3 bad root are, 3 bad root are Lobha, Dosa, Moha, and 3 good root are Alobha, Adosa, and Amoha. Okay. So with root it is called Sahetuk, and without root it is called Ahetuk. Ahetuka Chittas are 18, and Sahetuk Chittas have the Hetu, Akusala Hetu 3, which is arising from this Hetu are Akusala Citta 12. And we have Kusala Hetu 3, that is Alobha, Adosa, and Amoha. And out of these 3 Hetus, out of these 3 roots, they're arising Sobhana Citta 91. You see, we are dividing now on the basis of Hetu, okay? So we have divided the Chittas on 3 bases. The basis of Shobhana and Ashobhana, that is beautiful or not beautiful. And then we divided the Chittas on the basis of Jhana. And here we are dividing Chittas on the basis of root. We have learned about it before also. So there are Citta with root. With root means they are making karmas. There will be many branches coming of those trees. But without root is called Ahetuka. It means they are not having any branches because they don't have any roots, right? So when we talk about the roots, there are 6 kinds of roots. 3 are unwholesome roots and 3 are wholesome roots, Akusala and Kusala. When we talk about the unwholesome roots, there are Lobha, Dosa, and Moha. Lobha, Dosa, and Moha are the main roots, out of which many branches are arising. Like if we talk about Dosa, Dosa is the hatred. So hatred is the root, out of which many branches are coming. Branches of like anger, frustrate, irritate, jealousy, or misery, or the guilty, these all are the branches coming from the root of dosa. Same as we have the branches for Lobha and Moha, which we will talk about later. So they make Akusala, they have Akusala Citta 12, and then we have Kusala Hetu. Kusala Hetu is the wholesome root, which we have Alobha, Adosa, and Amoha, out of which only Shobhana Chittas are arising. Now, there is a typical circle. It may be difficult for you to understand at once, but I'll go step by step. That's why I have made the PPT here for you. So you see, the first is Moha. Moha is the delusion, right? Moha Citta, we know. If we see Moha Citta, there are 2 Moha Cittas, and for Moha Cittas, Dugati Pugala. Dugati is called the Apaya. I told you about the 31 realms, out of which 4 are the Dugati, called the lower realms. And we have Sugati as human being. So Dugati and Sugati, they both have Moha Chitta too. As a human being and as a Deva also, we have Moha Chitta working. Okay. Then it can be controlled. How we can control it? It can be controlled by the Yana Vipayutta Chitta 4. We just learned about it. Yana Vipayutta Kusala Chitta, that is a part of Kama Vajra Kusala Chitta. But this is because this is Yana Vipayutta, this is without wisdom, no panya when we do this good karma. Okay. But if we are making more and more good karma, we are doing it more and more good karma, no matter whether we have the panya in doing that or not, whether we have the wisdom in doing that or not. If we do not have wisdom about the result of the karma we are making, good karma we are making, so then also we will have the Yana Vipayutta Chitta. It will help us to control moha. So you see, Yana Vipayutta Chitta is also important to us to control moha. Okay. Then comes Lobha and Dosa. Lobha Chitta 8 and Dosa Chitta 2. Lobha and Dosa, because they are very powerful chittas, so Yana Vipayutta Chitta cannot control Lobha and Dosa. To control Lobha and Dosa, we must have Yana Sampayutta Chitta. The chittas, good chittas, but with panya, with wisdom. Then comes, when we have the Yana Sampayutta Chitta, then comes Jhana. Then we enter into Jhana. You see, I am repeating this again. We have 3 akusala, right? Lobha, Dosa, and Moha. We just learned about it, akusala. And we try to control our Lobha. We try to control our Dosa. We try to control our Moha. But how is it possible to control them? If we want to control our Moha, what is Moha? You can go to our previous classes to learn more about Moha. So, moha can be translated as delusion, but moha, when we say moha, it has a deeper meaning than delusion. So, how we can control moha? We can control moha by listening more and more Buddha Vachana, by arising more and more Kusala Chitta without wisdom. Kusala Chitta without wisdom, if we have, then we will be able to control moha. Actually, moha is avijja, or ignorance, and to eradicate avijja or to control avijja, because eradication is not possible at initial stage, but we can control them. So we to control avijja, we need to listen more and more Buddha Vachana and make more and more good karmas in order to develop our Yana Vipayutta Chitta 4. And the more we will have Yana Vipayutta Chitta arising, then it will be easier for us to control moha. But the lobha and dosa, they are still working, right? To control dosa and lobha, we need Yana Sampayutta Chitta. So you see, the outer circle is blue. Blue is Yana Sampayutta Chitta. And if we have Yana Sampayutta Chitta, by listening more and more Dhamma and by making more and more good karmas, we can arise Yana Sampayutta Chitta more. Then it will help us to control 3 of them. Yana Sampayutta Chitta can help us to control Lobha, Dosa, and Moha as well. And when we have Yana Sampayutta Chitta, then only it is possible for us to enter into Jhana. Otherwise, we cannot enter into Jhana. Okay, now, Dugati Ahetuka Pugla, I told you, there are 4 lower realms, lower abodes, where we take birth according to our bad karmas. If we have the bad karmas making all of our life, then we will be taking birth as a Dugati Pugla. We will talk about this later when we will learn about the 31 planes of existence. So they only have Dugati Ahetuka Pugla, the beings there, they only have Lobha, Dosa, and Moha. and akusala sangaha. Sugati ahetuka pugala, like human beings, we have akusala chitta for sure. We have lobha, we have dosa, we have moha. But if we listen to the Buddha Vachana, then we can become the dvihetuka pugala or lobha with lobha, dosa, and jnana vipayutta chitta. You see, we as a human being listening more and more Buddha Vachana. If we listen more and more Buddha Vachana, then for sure we are arising jnana vipayutta chitta, which can help us to control moha. Our moha can be controlled here, but we still have lobha and dosa. So in order to control lobha and dosa as well, listen more Buddha Vachana, do meditation and do all the good karmas. Then you will have jnana sampayutta chitta 4. Then it can help you to control lobha and dosa. And when you have jnana sampayutta chitta 4, then you can enter into jhana. Jhana are 5 types. Rupa Vachara jhana are of 5 types. Vitaka, Vichara, Piti, Sukha, Ekagata, as you can see on the screen. So what does Vitaka for? Vitaka is to control Thina Midha. What is Thina Midha? Thina Midha is like laziness. We will learn about it though, but it is just I'm giving you a little bit of translation in order to make you understand better. So if we have too much laziness, sloth, and torpor, so we should practice Vitaka meditation. And Vitaka meditation can be practiced when only we have jnana sampayutta chitta arising. Okay? Because jnana sampayutta chitta is able to control our lobha, dosa, and moha. And now, because we have controlled our lobha, dosa, and moha, so it is easy for us to enter into vitaka, to control thina midha. Then we enter into vichara, which can control vichikicha. Vichikicha is the doubts. Then we enter into piti. Piti is the joy or happiness. It can control vyapad. Vyapad is the hatred. Then sukha and ekagata. Sukha is the happiness of the body. So it can control udhacha and kukucha. Udhacha is the restlessness of mind, and kukucha is the misery. And ekagata is the concentration, which it can control kamachanda or sensual pleasures, sensual desires. So see, we have these 5 jhanas. Now you know the process, right? Now you know the process, how to cook to reach to jhana. First, we have akusala. We listen to Buddha Vachana. We have chance to listen to Buddha Vachana. Being in Dugati, we don't have chance to listen to the words of Buddha. But we are here as humans. We have chance to listen to the Buddha Vachana. So when we listen to the Buddha Vachana more and more without wisdom, or we do more and more punya, we make merits, then our jnanas vipayutta chitta arise. Moha can be controlled here. Then we listen more and more Buddha Vachana, make more and more merits, and now we have wisdom of every good karma, about every good karma we are making. So we will have controlled lobha and dosa also, because we have jnana sampayutta chitta. And until and unless you don't have jnana sampayutta chitta, you cannot enter into jhana. And when you have jnana sampayutta chitta, you can enter into jhana, which is vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, and ekagrata, and they can control these 5 things. We are going to learn about it later also. So here I hope you have understood how to enter into jhana. It is not easy, right? Okay, jhana is like samatha and samadhi. So Rupa Vachara Chittas are Jhana Chittas, because we have learned that there are 67 Jhana Chittas, Rupa Vachara 15, Arupa Vachara 12, and Lokuttara 40. So starting with the Rupa Vachara Chitta 15, which is the first Jhana Chittas. They are divided into 3 parts, which is 5, 5, 5. Rupa Vachara Kusala 5, Rupa Vachara Vipaka 5, and Rupa Vachara Kiriya 5. And when we have Rupa Vachara Kusala Chitta, like entering into jhana, and we have attained jhana, when we die, we get the result of that jhana chittas. As a result, we born as Rupa Brahma Bhumi. So there are Rupa Brahma Bhumi is divided, but we are not going to talk about the Bhumis right now. Okay. this is, I think, this class is going to be very long. So I'll stop here. To attain the jhana, we have to come for the next class. How we can attain jhana and what are the obstructions we can be like we can face while meditating, while entering into jhana, and how to stop or how to remove those obstructions is very important to know. So come again for the next class to know when you sit for meditation. And if you have some obstructions coming in your meditation, just like I told you in the previous slide, there are many kinds of obstruction like laziness, doubts, sometimes the guilty, sometimes the restlessness of mind, misery, and sensual desires as well. So how we can control them? What is the way to control them? Buddha has told a beautiful way to control them. So we will learn about it in the next class. So this is all for today. I hope you understand it better. I hope you have understood the process of attaining jhana, how we can enter into jhana, how many steps we have to go to attain jhana. So I hope all of you may attain jhana soon. But before that, may all of you be able to make more and more merits in order to control your akusala, in order to control your lobha, dosa, and moha. May all your lobha, dosa, and moha be controlled by the merits you are making again and again. Keep listening the Dhamma, keep listening the words of the Buddha. They are very precious and it will help you to attain nirvana soon. I bless all of you. May all of your samma sankappa, whatever the determination you have made, be fulfilled soon. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May you all be free from all kinds of suffering. May you all be free from lobha, dosa, and moha. May you all have more and more kusala citta rising. May you all be free from all kinds of physical and mental sickness. May you all have happiness and joy in your life until you attain nirvana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.